Mink, 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 mink.
Yo,
Hey, there we go. Yeah,
we in it, B.
we in it. When in the minute. All right, so we are. We also live on TikTok.
Let's go. Make sure y'all following us on all platforms.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Back
man.
safe your senses.
How many steps you got? 4,003. 4,300. 4,300. Yeah, that was from yeah. Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind. So kindly, my love. What's going on, man? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Good, brother
We
Mans.
donde está mi amigos?
Ah,
Donde es- Pull it off.
muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Bien.
Bueno, bueno. ¿Qué tal?
Huh? No, no comprendo. No
Oh,
comprendo.
that's Duolingo.
No comprendo. No, no understand. You want to do Duolingo still?
Man, I done lost my streak like 4 times.
Oh man, God dog it.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like
Yeah,
some
man.
I bro, I be trying to cram so much in my day, and it only takes 3 minutes to keep your streak.
It only
And I be
takes
like, I
Trey
swear I'd be
minutes.
like, all right, cool. I'm about to do it right after this. I'm about to do it right after this. And the next thing I know, I'll look at my phone and my little Duolingo bird said and trying to cuss me out and stuff.
Dang, man. I'm at 109 days.
Come on with it, bro.
I'm at 109 days out there, junk, cuz. God, dog.
What's the hardest thing you had to learn on Duolingo?
To relearn it after doing it for 200 plus days, to have to go back and relearn everything.
Mm,
The hardest thing was probably directions. So, like left, right, up, down, um, izquierda, derecha. Um, that's probably the hardest thing. You know what's interesting, man, is that like I'm good, but uh everyday Spanish speakers intimidate me.
yeah,
Yeah, they intimidate me because
for sure.
they be like if you tell a person who speaks Spanish fluently as their native language that you're learning Spanish through Duolingo, they would laugh at you.
No facts. That's
They'd be like,
that.
"Aha, you learning through Duolingo? You must be an idiot." No,
You know
no,
what I'm saying? Not no Rosetta Stone. Not,
right? Yeah,
not you. You not out here with you know.
yeah. You need to be on Rosetta Stone or something like that. Yeah, I feel very intimidated by them, and it's not. Do you go to Spanish restaurants? It's so ask them, can you practice? So I have done that before. I have gone to the Aztecas, the Tex-Mex restaurants, that kind of thing, and ordered in Spanish and practiced a little bit. A couple little words. Actually, one time, me and Bree, when we were going on our cruise, I was I was talking to the driver in Spanish, and it made me feel like,
Yeah, that dude. You caught the give back. You know what I'm saying? He gave it back to you.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I was like, Bree was like, you so fucking impressed. Like, you talking to one little person in Spanish. First of all, nigga,
How many people did you talk to?
how many people did you talk to in Spanish? My daughter, she's on Duolingo too, and a Spanish person delivered her DoorDash because we was at a place and we had to get DoorDash. A Spanish person delivered her DoorDash, and she didn't say gracias. She said thank you. I was like, bro, you had one job.
The perfect opportunity.
The perfect opportunity to say one word in Spanish.
The layup.
To say one word in Spanish, and you didn't even do it. I said, what you on there for? What you on there for if you not like if you ain't even about, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't talking to these people in Spanish, what we even doing this for, yo? Doing this for nothing, man. But how you been, man? What's going on? What you winning at? Appreciate the likes over on TikTok, man. Thank y'all so much, yo. Make sure y'all tap that screen for me. Make sure y'all let me know that y'all are in here. I appreciate every single last one of y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Let's get it. Bro, today or this week has been like a trying week. I had to finish getting my root canal. That was tough, but I've been writing for actually, let me back up. I was in a slam, got knocked out first round by and this is one of the things, is always a humbling experience, especially when you don't feel like you should be knocked out. Like nobody feels like they should lose, right?
Right.
Mind losing, especially if you're better, right? And it's not to say that this girl wasn't better than me. I just don't think the poem she did was better than the poem that I did, right? So I ain't gonna go into the actual poem, you know what I'm saying? But it for me. But you know what? Everybody got to each their own. The judges got their own taste. The crowd got their own taste. It is what it is. Humbling experience. Hats off to the winner, Diari Amani. She's an amazing poet. She definitely should have won. She definitely deserved to win. I'm a fan of hers. She amazing, right? So I was in that slam. You know what I'm saying? It lit a fire under my ass to continue writing. Got a couple new subjects that I'm about to write about. I'm actually I think I may have mentioned it last week. I'm getting an award this upcoming week for positive and influential people in Western PA.
Hey, let's go.
Right. So that'll be this upcoming week. I will be performing at the Millville Music Festival on the 17th of this month. I'll be taking over the Poetry Lounge stage. You know what I'm saying? So I got a nice little set there. And as soon as I get my car checked out and everything's good, I'll be down there where you at on the 22nd. So we
booked and busy, baby.
booked and busy.
Booked and busy, baby. That's how we do it, yo. Know what it is, dummy. I forgot to say it on the winner circle, but so I built a relationship. So what's crazy is that I went all the way to Baltimore this morning because I go to Baltimore on Tuesday mornings now for a mentor program that I'm helping them implement out there. And she canceled as soon as I got there, and I was blown. I was like, "Yo, why would you wait until I drive an hour and 15 minutes away to tell me that it's canceled?" But I went out there, and as I was driving, I passed this place like multiple times, and I was like, man, let me stop in there and talk to him real quick. So I stopped in there. I talked to the guy, the manager, director of the whole thing, man. We built an amazing relationship. We're going to start implementing some stuff into his school in terms of programming. So it was not all for nothing, man. Listen, when you have something and you and you're really, really good at it, you can go in and offer what it is that you do. And for my people that are in the winner circle, man, value proposition statement. When you walk in and they say, "Oh, so what is it that you do?" "Oh, I help youth and young adults transition confidently into the next phase of their life by providing essential life skills that they need through interactive workshops, personalized coaching, and real life exercises." Like when you can go in and you can boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Bust that joint off like that. They like, okay, this dude not playing right here. He really about his business. And so I went in that joint really about my business. You understand? It was absolutely fire, man. So we built a great relationship. And then I'll be back at 3 juvenile detention centers that I was at previously. And one of them was like, "Yeah, I'm the new superintendent here, man. I was trying to reach out to you, but I couldn't get in contact with you." And I was like, "You couldn't get in contact with me?" I said, "Don't worry. I'm going to get in contact with you. I'm going to get in contact with you. Trust me when I tell you I'm going to get in contact with you." But no, that was good. We went to go see Sinners. Did you go see Sinners? Why there's so many mixed reviews on Sinners, bro?
Yes, because all right, so I'm gonna tell you this, right? So I went to go see Sinners, and I was one of those people who had a mixed review only because I didn't have at the time the understanding needed to appreciate all of the cinematic history that they put into that movie, right? Um if you've seen Sinners and you don't feel like it was a dope movie or it spoke to you, go on TikTok, go on Instagram, and just listen to the think pieces, listen to the spoilers, listen to the people who are diving deeper into these scenes, right? Because and I don't want to spoil it for nobody, right? But
Spoil it. If you ain't seen it by now, you ain't gonna see it.
listen.
We
There,
gotta go see it again though.
yeah, no, I definitely want to see it again with, especially with the knowledge that I have. But a lot of people's favorite scene was when Preacher Boy was playing in the juke joint, and a lot of things started happening. He was literally merging the past, the present, and the future all in one essence, right? All in one scene. And one of the conversations that I had was there was a mixed review on um whether or not Preacher Boy actually accepted God, right? So let me just ask you, seeing the movie, at the end of the movie, do you think that Preacher Boy accepted God? Because people were saying that he was on the fence because his dad was a preacher and all of this other stuff. And
Was he supposed to accept God though?
I don't think it was that he was supposed to. I think that there were moments where his dad tried to force him to be in the church, which
Right.
was
And he
representation.
wanted to do music.
Right. Now, his dad drew a distinct line in the sand between music and God, right? Um, and in that scene where he was like, "Hey, you got to put the guitar down."
Come on, son, put the guitar down.
Right. He told him to put the guitar down,
So in that case, no, because he never put the guitar down. He walked out.
that was a lot of people's take on it, right? But also in the scene before that, before he left, when he was getting attacked, he kept getting dunked in the water while he was saying the Lord's Prayer, right? It's almost representation of it,
Baptized.
exactly,
But is
right?
he forced getting baptized because he's being dunked in the water and dunked in the water and dunked in the water?
Right, but all right, so we all have the fight or flight response, right? When you get scared, your instincts take over, right? He didn't even respond to the dude. He just started talking to God. The whole time, dude's talking to him and he just saying the Lord's Prayer, to the point the dude starts saying it with him. And we all know that the devil was once an angel. So of course he knows the Lord's Prayer. He knows the Bible just as well as Jesus does. You know what I mean? But it was about what he chose to do in the moment. And even in that moment, the guitar is what gave him a little bit of extra time because he swung it at him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was almost a weapon against that, right? But we also know that Lucifer was an angel of music. He was the most beautiful angel. He was an angel of music, right? So there was a very conflicting, like, oh, if he's doing music, he's following this God, but also it was just like music was once heavenly as well. And it's not specifically the gift, it's how you use it. Now, he was singing blues, he was bringing the ancestors, but just because you're bringing the ancestors aren't evil. The ancestors are just your, you know what I'm saying, your lineage. Like, that's where you come from, right? So there was a lot of debate on whether music became a false idol, or was it a conduit, or was it a channel for him to express and praise the way outside of just straight gospel music, right?
I gotta go look deeper into this and look at some more conversations about the movie, like different interpretations. Like
Right.
That's kind of like what I did with like Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance. When I first saw it, I
Right.
was like, it's mid.
Right.
But when I go back and look at all of the nuances delivered in the movie, I mean, in the performance, it was absolutely amazing. And I think I like to watch it, get a first impression, go back, get some perspective, and then go back and rewatch it with a new perspective and a
Right.
new lens. And
Right.
then
No, I was gonna say there's even at the end where was it? It wasn't Stacks. Oh no, it was Stacks came back in and he was like, hey, I can make sure that you only got a little bit
that
of
you
time.
live forever. Yeah.
Make sure that you live forever. And in African culture, I believe, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, that crossroads, you know what I'm saying? You could sell, you know what I'm saying? You could call on somebody, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of different deities. You got Papa Legba and all these other, you know what I'm saying? There's that crossroads demon. You could sell your soul for whatever you want. And he was at a crossroads where he was like, I'm headed down death, I'm knocking on death's door, or I can live forever. And he was like, I'm cool, I've seen enough of this world. You know what I'm saying? Which makes me believe, because you think about it, if you think about how spirituality or religion works, his dad was Christian, wanting to accept God. Nobody who thinks they're going to hell is going to be like, oh yeah, well, I'm just not going to live forever. If you got a choice between hell and just living forever, most people going to choose to live forever. So if I know that I'm tired of this world and whatever's coming next is better, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to take you there. I don't need to give into the devil's deal when I know I got something better on the other side. So that's kind of what, you know what I'm saying? That's just a little snippet, little tidbit for y'all.
Little insight. I like it, man. I like it, man. All right, let's get into this chat, man. See what we got on tap. Hey, yo, did you know Burger King was sponsoring weddings? Babe, if Burger King sponsored our whole wedding and paid for it, would you rock the Burger King stuff? No, I thought this was dope, man. Let me see. Let's see, y'all. Would you? A man named Joel Berger married a woman named Ashley King, and Burger King paid for the whole wedding.
I think that's because of the last name.
Yeah, it's definitely because of the last time. Look at, hey, them socks is fire.
I I see. I don't know if it's just me. I see that and think SpongeBob.
Look at them shirts. Tell that junk clean, bro.
Oh man.
That junk clean, bro. All right, let's get into the real stuff, man. Let's do it.
Afraid of your father than teachers and police officers. You should be terrified of your fathers more than those two people. And the reason being is because if you are more scared of teachers than you are of your parents, that means that when you go home, there's no consequences to bad behavior. I have no fear of my parents, and chances are I'm going to make bad decisions outside of the home. The reason why Gen Z men are so weak is because they're raised by Gen X or Gen millennials who think that men should just be loving, emotionally available, soft, caring, everything their dad wasn't. My dad never gave me any affection. My dad never gave me any kisses. My dad never encouraged me. Because masculine love is different. It's supposed to be different. There's studies that show that when women hear a baby crying at night, they wake up. When men hear ruffling or danger, they wake up. They don't wake up for the baby because their goal is to protect you. Their goal is not to love you consistently and give you affection more. Their goal is to make sure you survive. And if he was terrible, 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 blame your mom for choosing him.
Okay, are men, I'm gonna say, limited to being solely providers and not emotionally available?
I think in the past we were, and I think that a lot of people have an skewed view on how our grandparents and great grandparents lived, right? Because that's where the song, like back then we had real love songs, but we also had songs like Papa was a Rolling Stone. Hey, wherever he laid his hat was his home. You know what I'm saying? So like when you think about stuff like that, there's a lot of things. Even if you look at the movie Fences, right, or the play Fences, you know what I mean? There's things that happen, and the women were strong enough to just keep it at home so that it didn't look a certain way outside, right? So I think we have the outside view, and we be like, oh, well, our granddads and our grandparents were happy for 50 years because he took care of the bills, she took care of the house, and that was that. And honestly, no matter what relationship you're in, it has its ups and downs. Relationships aren't a cookie cutter thing. So when I think that we say men are limited to being stoic and being protectors and providers, I mean, I think that's one aspect of us, but there's a lot of emotionally immature men that were created because they think that's how they're supposed to be. Now that times are changing and we're starting to learn things, there can be a duality, right? There can be a dichotomy to a person where it's like, okay,
Come on,
yeah,
come on. Can we shout out the language real quick? Can we stoic duality, dichotomy,
listen,
anti-disestablishmentarianism?
that was say. But no, real talk. So like I think there is a level of toughness that men have to instill in our sons while giving them the knowledge that though I am this way with you, I still have love for you. Like for instance, a while back when we looked at the the
Football
coach, yeah, he was like, "Nah, you gonna cry, you gonna run. Go ahead, run." But then when he got back, he said, "Listen, I'm doing this because da 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 da." There's a checks and balances to
Mhm.
the tough love. Now, men have to have it. Like I'm not. There's. I always said, and I don't have any kids, but I always said like, "Yo, my kids are gonna be smarter. They're gonna be strong." All right. I might if I got a son and he's standing on a chair, I might be like, "Hey, get down from there." If I tell you once, tell you twice, I might pick you up and put you down and say, hey, you don't get down because if you fall, you're gonna get hurt. You get back up on that chair, I say, get down, you fall, boom, you hit your head. All right, stand up, come here. Now you remember what daddy said. Like there's times where we have to let you feel that because
Yeah.
the world does not care about how you feel. Right.
Mhm.
Now, relationships, your safe space, your woman, your kids, they may care about how you feel, but that's not the whole world. We still have to go out into the world to protect, to provide, and they care nothing about how we feel. They care about what we can produce, right? And your family lives off of what you can produce. They feel off of what you share and the space you provide, but they live off of what you produce. So our production and our protection become a large part of our identity because it's important for not our survival, but just our whole family survival. Anybody that depends on us. So I feel like society shines a spotlight on that. Um, but I do think nowadays it is important for a man to be emotionally in tune with himself so that he can raise emotionally responsible men so that we don't end up bleeding on people that didn't cut us, right? That we know how to treat a woman, that we know we can recognize ourselves in a woman, we can recognize her emotions and the root of her emotions and be able to deal with them. Because if a man can't lead, you can't. If you can't lead, you can't lead, right? So if we're supposed to be leading the family, we got to be able to recognize and show and prove. If I want you to do something, and I'm gonna do it first, I'm gonna be the example. So I feel like she's speaking from a very outdated viewpoint, even though she has some points, but I feel like nowadays it's kind of outdated. Sorry, I
Yeah.
was winded, y'all. My bad.
Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely think that men have to be able to be emotionally aware and emotionally available for their family, because it's a new world that we're living in, and like you said, we gotta raise emotionally aware children. Um, and when my son cries in the middle of the night, I wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like I hug my son, I kiss my son, I hold my son. You know what I'm saying? Like I make sure that I am there for him emotionally. But then I also, if he does something wrong, one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to tap that ass. And I want him to always understand that I love him. But there's certain things that, like you said, we have to make sure that he is disciplined in those ways. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's important that we as men, that we as parents, that we find a healthy balance so that we can begin to continue to raise kids that are emotionally aware, that are emotionally connected, not just to themselves but to other people as well, because emotional awareness isn't just solely about you understanding your emotions. Is also being able to communicate your emotions, but then also being able to understand other people and recognize other people's emotions. And I think a lot of times when we hear that term emotional awareness, what we think about is just ourselves, how I feel about something. It's not just how you feel, it's the whole totality of what it looks like as an emotional person. I want to go to this scene in Fences real quick that you brought up.
Ask you a question. The hell you got to ask me, Mr. Stewiggy, the one you got the questions for.
How come you ain't never liked me?
Like you? Who the hell said I got to like you? What law is there say I got to like you? Want to stand up in front of my face and ask a damn fool ass question like that? Talking about liking somebody. Come here, boy, when I talk to you. Straighten up, goddammit. I ask you, what law is there say I got to like you?
None.
All right then. Don't you eat every day? Answer me when I talk to you. Don't you eat every day?
Yeah.
Nigga, as long as you in my house, you put a sir on the end of it when you talk to me.
Yes, sir.
You eat every day.
Yes, sir.
Got a roof over your head.
Yes, sir.
Got clothes on your back.
Yes, sir.
Why you think that is?
Because of you.
Hell, I know it's because of me. But why do you think that is?
Because you like me.
Like you. I go out of here every morning. I bust my butt putting up with them crackers every day because I like you. You're about the biggest fool I ever saw. It's my job. It's my responsibility. A man is supposed to take care of his family. You live in my house, fill your belly with my food, put your behind on my bed because you're my son. Because I like you, because it's my duty to take care of you. I owe a responsibility to you. Now, let's get this straight right here and now before I go along any further. I ain't got to like you. Mr. Rand don't give me my money on payday because he like me. He give it to me because he owe me. Now, I don't give you everything I got to give you. I give you your life. Me and your mama worked that out between us, and liking your black ass wasn't part of the bargain. Now, don't you go through life worrying about whether somebody like you or not. You best be making sure they're doing right by you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Then get the hell out of my face and get on down to that A&P.
Boy, that's a powerful scene right there, man.
Facts.
That's a powerful scene, bro.
And most people don't understand the underlying message to that. And the first time I seen that scene, right? Because I seen the play and then I seen that. I seen when Denzel did it. And both times it hit a little different, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first time I seen it, I'm like, damn, he could have just told him that he did like him, and you know what I'm saying? Like he could have comforted him, but it's just like you listen, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that shit harsh. But like I said, as an older, as I got older, I started realizing like that whether somebody like you or not, that shit don't matter. It don't matter as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're getting what you're supposed to get. Whether or not people like you, don't matter. But as well as a man, and I think that the language back then was rooted in the time, right? What people don't understand is what Denzel just told him was like, boy, I don't like you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different. You worried about if I'm gonna be nice to you, boy. I'm giving you my life because I brought you here. And that's a whole different realm for men. There's a whole different realm for men. Like women, once again, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. Let a woman say that to her daughter, she's going back in the house crying. He was hurt, and he sucked it up, and he was like, you know what? Let me go about my business because that's how the world's finna treat him. Mm-hmm. That is a lesson. It's a tough lesson that he had to learn at home. So when he sees it outside, he's prepared.
Yeah.
Because this boss ain't gonna like him. His skin tone, where he come from, what he do, what he can offer to a situation, that is something he's going to run in time and time again. And what do the kids say when somebody say something to them at school? Man, my mom don't even talk to me like that. You get that lesson at home, can't shit outside face you.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I had in the affirmations that I wrote, man, I always say that, you know, I want my kids to understand their value before society places a value on their lives less than they are worth. If you can, if I can instill you, what's going on, Mildred? If I can instill in you values that you believe, then I've done my job, because now you know who you are and society won't be able to tell you who you are. And most of the time they're not going to, they're not going to give you the value that you deserve on your life. All right, let's go. So this,
real quick, I gotta say that is part of the beginning of the poem that I did at the August Wilson Center. It was like, and trust me, I memorize stuff, Control Alt Delete, because I be trying to make room. But it was like basically, little black boy, you better be careful how you use your voice. Little black boy, we want you shucking and jiving, moving, but don't go nowhere. So get the pace in. Want you money motivated by financially complacent, doing all of the work, but the benefits, we not sharing half of it. Keep you emotionally abstinent. We might let you smooth talk your shadow and flirt and fornicate with a distorted reflection, but I'll be damned if I ever let you fall in love with yourself.
oh, that's good right there. I'll be damned if I ever let you fall in love with yourself. That God, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. All right. So at the bottom, you see our next topic is marriage only for poor and old people. Let's see who said this.
What marriage is and who's marriage for. Marriage is for old people and poor people.
Okay, so let's get into that. Why?
Because when you broke, our parents, like my moms and all them, they married on a merit of like, okay, we're gonna put our incomes together, have all these kids, and then when our kids, we're gonna have 5, 10 kids back in the 60s, all them, they're gonna have 5, 10 kids so they can work and bring income.
Yeah.
So you poor. So you married for that. It's all about. Let me tell you what marriage is. So you married for that. And now when you get old, somebody that to be by your side to take care of you. Right now, my mom got married. My mom never been in my lifetime. She got married when she was 70.
Wow.
It was perfect. She had somebody by her side the whole way through.
So do you...
I really believe that. Like, that's what, like, outside of that, it's no advantage to a man. Why is marriage advantage? What advantage? What does it do for a man when things go south? Like, we gonna have to give up half our this, pay child support, but what do the, so you married for that?
Is marriage only for poor people and old people? I think this narrative is coming from someone who has never valued marriage and also never experienced marriage in a healthy manner. And the reason that I say that is because if you listen to the last part of his conversation, if everything goes sour, then the man got to pay half and then he got to do this and he got to do that. Well, you can get something called a prenup. You can also get something called custody of your child so that you don't have to pay child support. So there's those things that you can do for sure. Generally, when something ends up like that, it's either because the man let it end up that way. And so in those situations, obviously, yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to pay something for sure. But if I think about marriage helps you not end up in the situation that Shannon Sharpe is in. I mean, truthfully, like when I look at his situation, when I look at the things that he's had to go through, when I look at the things that he's currently going through, the reasons that he's going through this, like I've talked about this many, many times. What my marriage did for me more than anything was gave me clarity. It gave me clarity. Like it gave me clarity on number one, who I am, number two, what I want, and then number three, clarity in the sense of this isn't something that I no longer have to concern myself with, because relationships take up so much time in the beginning that when you're in a marriage, it's like, okay, I'm not going out and figuring out who this person is. I'm trying to figure out ways to love my wife better. I'd rather do that with one person than try to figure out who these 5 people are. And so when what's the advantage for men? It's going to give you clarity. It's going to give you it's going to give you a peace of mind that you know that you have a partner on your side. You got somebody that is that can help you, that you can enjoy life with, man. Like for real, you're like I don't understand that part. Like what's the point of getting all that success and you ain't got nobody to share it with? What's the point? Like that? I mean, we know the scripture says, you know, what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Shit, what does it profit a man to gain the world and have no one to share it with?
No, I hear you. And I think we're speaking in terms of a good man and a good woman who genuinely wants to see each other good. Like like when you have somebody who genuinely wants to see you do good and win and be great, and you have that reciprocal feeling for them and that type of drive for them, I think that it's literally a match made in heaven. Um, there are things that happen to a man when you have the right type of motivation behind you, right? Because a man can do anything that he puts his mind to, but to have somebody behind you, aside of you, in front of you, like literally protecting your heart, you know what I'm saying, making sure that your mental is good, and who's literally cheering you on. I'm telling you, you could be in front of the world and everybody screaming your name, but let your girl tell you like, yo, you that nigga, bro. Like I see you,
Bro,
it's
different
different.
moments like that Michael B. Jordan moment in Creed 2 when he beat Ricky Khan or Ricky Tan or whatever the hell his name was.
Mm-hmm.
And he had that moment with her on like in the ring. Who else do you want to share that moment with? Paul Pierce, you won an NBA championship. Who you want to share that moment with? Who you want to share that moment? When you get the best news you've ever gotten in your whole entire life, who do you want to share it with?
Facts. You want to share it with your person, the person that's going to celebrate you.
That's
like,
going to and contrary to popular belief, you can share that same moment with your kids and they'd be like, "Good job."
Right. Listen, I'm telling you, a whisper from a person you love that has good intention is louder than any crowd you could stand in front of. I'm telling you.
And you can point that person, person's voice out in a loud arena. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's that coming from?
Like
I don't know where that's coming from.
That's real. I think he's coming, like you said, he's coming from a place where he's never experienced marriage in a positive capacity in any way, shape, or form, right? I think there are very successful marriages. I think all too often we highlight the bad ones because it's entertaining, it's drama, and that's what sells right now. So that's what people are looking at. I mean, just look at how the guy's moving. He 40 years plus sitting on a podcast in a robe and some sunglasses. Like, bro, what is he thought he was Hugh Hefner or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
swing and a miss.
Right. Like you if the goal is to just enjoy life and you do what you want to do with no responsibilities, attachments, then hey, to each his own, because not everybody is built for marriage. You know what I'm saying? When you get married, the old you has to die for the new you to live, and the new you has to be a servant. You know what I'm saying? Like when I've spoke to people who are in successful marriages, it's a service industry. I want to serve you as much as I possibly can because I know you want to serve me as much as you possibly can. And within that, success happens. Now, when I say that, I don't mean lose yourself in your partner. You should definitely have your own thing going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see my girl win. You want to do this, that, and the third. Hey, I'm cheering you on. But even in my cheering, that's my service. Even if you got it all figured out, I look, do your thing. When you need me, call me because I'll probably be there before you get done dialing my number. You feel me? Like, but it's just I do think that there are advantages to marriage, especially when you talk about a woman who feels secure. The type of stuff she willing to do to make sure that you're good when she feels secure. And I mean, granted, you can do that without marriage, but I feel like that type of that level of commitment is just it is different. It is different.
Absolutely, man. All right, let's get into this next one. Would you invite your friend that your spouse doesn't like to the wedding? Would you invite them? Is it a party foul? Is that a nah? If I invited somebody that you ain't like to the wedding, is that like a?
To the wedding, she's like, oh yeah, you know you're not ever coming to the wedding. I'm saying, why? Oh, my doesn't like you.
Carly. He know he ain't coming to the wedding.
I'm like, why don't you like me? I'm baffled. Oh, because you hang around someone he doesn't like.
I'm getting married. If my husband says he don't like somebody
Your
that I'm
husband
bringing,
don't like me?
then that's what a marriage is.
to
You
your
got this
husband?
part and you
And
got
so
this
where
part,
he at?
right?
Where you at
Right?
talking?
Real talk. This don't even need to be a conversation. If
You want to hear her part or no?
No.
All right.
It slightly. I can't even say slightly. I might feel away, but nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the reason. No, he can't. He can't come because this is now. If it's something petty, right? Like if it's something petty, like oh, he said this while we was at the barbecue. Like, all right, no, babe, you gotta get over that. Like this, is my man's for 35 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just didn't like what he said at the barbecue, but he ain't never disrespected you or nothing like that. Yeah, you gonna have to get over that, babe. I'm sorry, because it's both our day. But
I'm
like,
with you on that.
but if there's a real
There's
reason,
a good reason.
then
then
no,
yeah.
because this is I will not have the day that we're joining hands and it's supposed to be perfect for my woman. I will not have her mind traveling elsewhere or her slightly uncomfortable because somebody's there, bro. You love me, you got to understand that my first duty is to her. You have to come second at this point in time. You don't understand that you're not the caliber of man I thought you was. You know what I'm saying? And that's just you gotta respect that, right? There's I got friends but because of the persona that I used to have online, they wives don't even like them around me, bro. I swear to God they don't. And I respect it. I respect it. Like that's still my homie. I get it. You got to take care of home first. I'm not laying down with you. I'm not taking care of your kids. I'm not doing none of that at your crib, bro. We go out, we drink. If you need me to, you know what I'm saying? I'm there. But like you have to take care of home first, whatever that means for you, right? And as your friend, I genuinely want your home to be happy. So if your wife is uncomfortable with you being somewhere because of what is perceived, I understand it, bro. I understand it. Even if that's not the case, which it wasn't. But even if it's not the case, I understand. You feel me? So any friends that I have, yes, 100%. I want my wife to be 100% comfortable with them. I want them to be like, you know what I'm saying, brothers for real, right? Because that's how I move, right? But if she say, babe, I'm really uncomfortable with this person because of X, Y, and Z, say no more. Sorry, bro.
If it's a if it's a valid reason, then it all makes sense. All right, so let's get into this next one, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little gay. Everybody's a little gay. First, let's go to her saying it because I need to hear Honey Boo Boo say it.
A little gay. Everybody's a little gay. Everybody. Ain't nothing wrong. Everybody's a little gay.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a little gay.
There's nothing wrong with being gay. I don't. If that's what you want to do, go ahead on and do it. I don't think everybody's a little gay.
Damn, hold on. Dang, hold on, wait. It's the wrong. You ain't got the video up. I was wondering. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Hold on, y'all. Here we go.
What's a double standard that you hate?
Oh, when girls can do all this gay stuff, but I don't have the option to do that, or I'm actually gay.
What do you want to do that girls do?
It's not specifically like I want to do something, but I want the option available without me actually being gay. You know, like in the locker room, like if I walk around like naked, smacking on that ass, I'm gay. But I bet the volleyball girls doing this. But I don't want to do it. If I could do it, I'm not saying I would, but if the option was available, maybe we need to just change the double standard so people can. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you feel me.
Nuts.
Y'all are boys. Y'all don't do gay stuff, I bet. Time out. I know y'all don't do gay stuff, right?
No.
Chill.
I think no.
Yo.
Y'all not gay with each other, but
bruh,
if something accidentally happened, like y'all want that.
What's
wait
Ain't nothing wrong with being a little gay.
Hey, wait a minute bro
It's a double standard. We should be able to do a little bit of gay stuff without it being gay.
That's not a double standard we need to change. That's not one of the ones we need to change. I'm solely in favor of keeping that standard the way it is. Girls continue to slap each other on the head. That's fine. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. If we not hooping or playing football, don't slap my ass, bro.
You don't want to just walk around the shower naked and just slap a dude on. You ain't never seen a dude doing squats and be like, yo, he got a little fatty.
I can't. Listen. I listen. You can be as gay as you want to be, and I support it. I swear to God, I support it. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing wrong with it. Do not unwillingly or uninvited slap a nigga ass you not playing sports with. Don't do it. Don't do it because you're asking to get hit back. You're asking to get hit back. You know what I'm saying? That's assault. That is assault in my book. Okay, don't do it. Bro wants that stuff. Because you see how quickly he filtered through it. He said, "I'm not saying I would do it. I just want.
But if I could do it,
I
just wanted it to be an option. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
I just wanted.
I've never wanted something to be an option that I didn't want to do. Like I don't eat pork. I've never been like, hey, why ain't no pork on this menu? I ain't gonna order it, but why ain't on here? Like
He definitely wants some pork. Question: how did it become expected in sports? How did it become expected? Because it's more of like a yeah, let's go. It's more of like in a heated a moment type thing. Like, yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? It's more in that joint, like a cheer on, as opposed to like I'm doing it just to like play around, like you know what I'm saying? Like that's how.
Let me break it down. There's a situation for everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if me and Jeff are hooping, which will probably never happen because I'll dunk on Jeff and he's scared to get on the court with me, right? It's like, no, so I'm just playing for everybody in TV land. I'm just playing.
Yeah,
but
TikTok over here tripping. Somebody said, "Motherfucker, high five me playing around like what?" Like I don't like. Oh, so you talking about like the playing around? Like the playing around part is like if you play, there's no reason for us to be playing around when we're naked as men.
Not at all.
Yeah, like there's no reason for us. Like it took me 2 seasons to even shower after practice in the locker room, because that was something that was new to me. We ain't never did that in high school.
Listen, bro. I'm telling you, the first time I went to LA Fitness and them old white dudes be walking around just like shit swinging, I was appalled. I was appalled.
When I got to the locker room in college, and I y'all good?
Yeah, no, nigga. You just when you go in the locker room, you better have blinders on. Look me in my forehead. Don't even look me in my eyes. Look me in my forehead.
It's the same process as when you at the stall. Eyes straight.
Straight forward.
Don't do this at all. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no whipping of the towel, doing that with the towel. We ain't doing none of that.
Listen, and I'm short, so you could probably look straight up. Just look at the top. Look at my scalp. Don't even look me in my eyes, because that's too intimate. Don't look at me in my eyes when you talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I think when you're comfortable with yourself and you on a sports team, like niggas can shower and it's not gay. Like you just, yeah, I mean, don't look at me. Just like it's all.
I think that's what he was trying to get at, because you know how like women can change in front of each other. And,
yeah,
I'm not about to like strip down
and slap ass. He said walk around naked slapping. He said exactly what the fuck he was talking about. We not.
Hey, I tried to help you, big dog. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, my man.
No, there was no doubt. He was very clear in his sentiment. Okay,
ain't nothing wrong with being a little gay.
Listen, there's not, but don't try to frame it like you don't want. Like if you're not comfortable with it, then cool, keep it to yourself. Don't go on a podcast and then try to convince somebody else to do it because you want to do it. Like he was like, y'all not gay with each other, right? Like, right? Like he was hoping that we were like, no, we do random gay shit every now and then. It'd just be funny. And he would be like, yeah, like that. No, nigga, no.
All right. So while we on this topic, let's go ahead and jump into this next one. All right. Would you go to the movies with your boys? Is this a little gay? Before you answer, hold that thought.
Nigga.
All right.
Hey, fuck nigga, you better.
Got some gloves, pair 2, bring them. Let's go see Sinners tomorrow. This is what he texts to the group chat.
I'm not ever in your motherfucking life getting this bitch talking about some let's go to the movies, nigga, with a bunch of ain't no bitches in here, nigga. Ain't no nigga, ain't no hoes in this bitch. Ain't no cootie cats, no twatas in this motherfucker, nigga. You trying to go to the movies with a bunch of niggas that got the same shit as you, nigga. Tighten up, young nigga. Fuck you got going on, bro? Where your bitches at, bro? Maybe if you get rid of that yee ass haircut, nigga, you have some bitches on your dick, bro. Tighten up for real, fam. Before it get like that. Hey, fuck.
He's gay.
Which one? The one that asked to go to the movies?
No, the nigga that was talking. Because it should not elicit that much anger for your nigga to be like, yo, let's go see Sinners. Like, granted, I get the sentiment, like, the movies have become like this intimate thing, but like, I've been to the movies with my niggas before. We went to go see like this. Now, granted, this was a while ago, but we went to go see like Fast and the Furious or some random action movie that no girl is going to be like, oh yeah, this is what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? So you go with your niggas, so you could be like, yo, that shit was fucking crazy. Now there's a chair in between niggas. Like,
hey, look, that's what they just said on TikTok. E-Baby said if you sit next to him and the theater is empty.
Oh yeah, no, we're not that close.
Yeah, we definitely not saying we ain't going to the eye pick and we leaning back next to each other. No. Nah, bro, you need to have your section. I'm gonna have my section. I'm gonna have my right under the blanket. I'm gonna have my blanket over here with my drinks and my Brussels sprouts, and you gonna have yours. We ain't.
Yeah, no,
we ain't about to be.
I don't think it's gay if bros go to the movies. Like, I don't think that's gay. I think that's just it's not like it's something that you're just watching. Niggas will be like, yo, I'm gonna come over and watch football. Yeah, you're sitting on the same couch watching the same TV. What's the difference in the movie?
We not sitting on the same cushion.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why there's a space in between. There's a seat in between or two seats, whatever the fuck you comfortable with.
So what do you call it when your boys come over to watch the Super Bowl? Because y'all basically getting together. But I mean, it's dark and it's intimate though. And I'm gonna say this: I wouldn't put it in a group chat.
I would, fuck it, because you not gonna call me that shit and it's going.
But if somebody did, I think I'd be like, if I was single, I'd be like, yeah. I'm saying, I'll go.
Yeah, if I was like, hey, bro, the new you know what I'm saying, Mission Impossible just came out. I'm about to go see it. Who trying to roll?
I'm not paying for your ticket though.
No, fuck that. You're paying all of your own shit. It's not a date. Nigga, we kicking it. It's not a date. You gonna pay for your own fucking ticket. You know what I'm saying? But
see, here go the double standard. If the man sat together at the iPick theater with his boy, then that'd be a little gay.
You ain't got.
Here go the double standard. This is what he was talking about. The double standard. You know what I'm saying? This the double standard, bro.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's a double standard. Listen, fuck all that. But like, no, I don't think that him being like, let's go see Sinners should elicit that type of response. You know what I'm saying? Like, for one of your homies to be like, tighten up, fuck nigga, for a get like that. Get like what? You actually with it. You just don't want to say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because what that mean? Because if it actually get like that, it mean either you want to fight or you want to fuck. Like, which one is it? And it's crazy that you want to fight over a nigga asking you to go to the movies. What you hiding in your soul closet, my nigga? Like, what's going on there? Like, why did that make you so mad? Like, I get compliments from gay men telling me that I'm cute. That shit doesn't piss me off. Thank you. It's a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the type of response is equal to the type of shit you hide. Now, maybe I could be wrong. But it shouldn't have pissed him off that much. I don't think. Maybe there's something going on in their friend group and they've been told dude to invite them on date like outings. And he just was like, "No, I'm getting one of y'all."
This the second time he put that in the group chat. Ain't nobody respond the first time.
he tried to get one of y'all. Maybe that's what it is, but I don't think.
He's like, I know I can turn one of these hands.
Yeah, like I don't think that invite should have elicited that type of response. I think that.
I'm with you on that one. All right, y'all. It is 9:00, man. Thank y'all for coming in. TikTok family, man. We here live every single Tuesday, man. We want y'all to come and be a part of this. Mike, I gotta show you how to get your TikTok on here, bro. I'm gonna send you the agency so you can just, you know what I'm saying, join the agency, and then you join the agency. You got an agency?
I did for Mr. I'm Him, but that thing I kind of just let that go. So for Shape is definitely.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna get you the I'm gonna put you in contact with the agency and they'll hook it up so that way we can go live on our TikToks as well on this jump.
Bet.
All right.
It is.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Y'all know my motto. Stay in your bag so you never got to chase a bag. And as always, my man Mike Smalls is gonna take us out.
Hey, this was a dope. This was one. I feel like this was one of our doper ones. We got into some good conversation. We got some things hashed out. We had some good laughs. Continue to send us stuff that you want us to talk about, topics, videos, anything that's on your mind or your heart. Let's get it. Make sure you're following us on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of that. Backpack Jeff and Sapio Senses. It costs nothing to subscribe, but if you put a $sign behind it, we're gonna make sure it's multiplied. With that being said, I love all of y'all because y'all deserve to be loved. Progress don't start until you feel like you should stop, and ignorance can't exist if you have Sapio-like senses, because knowledge is a choice and feeling is a privilege.
And remember, ain't nothing wrong with being a little gay. Everybody, everybody is a little gay.
Everybody is not a little gay, but it's okay if you are. We out.